excellent. Truly wonderful. One might even go as far as to say the words, greatest game of all time, Super Mario Brothers 2, Super Mario Game of the Year edition. Welcome to the stream, everyone. It is time for another one of those legendary Gabriel Surge streams. The type of ones where you go, man, that sure is just a guy playing video games on the internet, isn't it? Well, on today's episode of Guy Plays Video Games on the Internet, he's gonna play video games. Video games that this is like, it's okay, I guess. Like, they're fine video games, I guess, but we're gonna play some tech demos, and then we're gonna play a really, really, really big tech demo called Xenoblade Chronicles X running on Switch 2. We're gonna actually like stream the game. Like, believe it or not, I am going to finish the game that is the Xenoblade game. That game. But in the meantime, welcome in. We are going to once again be playing while using the Nintendo Switch 2 camera as my VTube tracking camera, which I've come to realize the face tracking technology is not built into the camera itself, but rather that is on the Switch. So this is just a camera that's made by Nintendo. So I will forever be called the Omega Shill because this camera is a Nintendo camera and is no special than any other camera, and is in fact not the greatest quality camera that is out there, even for a 1080p camera. Like, I feel like my Logitech was a better quality camera, but the difference there is genuinely my Logitech was glitching the fuck out, and I could no longer use it as my VTube tracking camera because it would just like, it would straight up create like random glitch effects randomly, as is said by the word random, as you may or may not know. But anyways, we're going to play Switch 2 Welcome Tour. Welcome in. Welcome to the gaming stream. You're doing well. I, the gamer man, known as me, am doing okay. I did some mowing. I ate some fajitas, and that's it. That's the story, really. You guys got game sound? Looks like it. All right, cool. Sorry, every time I stall the intro like that, I assure you, it's not that I like to do long intros. I kind of like to get on with my life, but, you know, it is that I have to set up the thing, and that is not easy to do because I don't know. Also, can I just say it's kind of disappointing to me that the Switch 2 sound effects for when the Switch 2 does the snapping, it's just the same sound from Switch 1. Because I assure you, connecting these Joy-Con is not the same sensation as Switch 1. Oh, I probably want to change my controller order here. I'm going to be playing with Joy-Con, but since the last time I streamed this, I did manage to pick up the Pro Controller, and like I said, I have the camera, so I can unplug the VTube tracking when it comes time for the camera-based minigame that is in here. But I'm still going to mostly be doing VTuber. I understand that I may break the immersion on occasion and reveal to you that I am a real flesh man. I apologize for revealing this information to you, but it must be done. Also, I forgot to turn on my light, so that way you can actually see my face. Would be nice. Good to see you again. We hope you enjoy your time with Nintendo Switch Welcome Tour. I'm probably the only person on the face of the earth who's booted up this game more than once. Okay, so last time I checked this game out, I only played it for like 30 minutes. We did like 2 of the mini games. And I wasn't even sure if I was going to continue to play it. But I've come to learn that apparently it's pretty fun. We've got time. Okay, so this isn't exactly a game per se, but give it a try. In this demo, you get to shake the Joy-Con 2 controllers as if they were a pair of maracas. Physics-based calculations are used to make the beads in the maracas, and they behave like real beads. As the beads shake around inside, the Joy-Con 2 controllers rumble to simulate that effect. Move the beads around inside the maracas and see for yourself what HD Rumble 2 is capable of. Sure. So here's the thing. Genuinely, my experience with this so far, again, I've only played for like 30-40 minutes, but 1-2 Switch, the launch title that was kind of this or Switch 1, was not great. It was silly when I played it at that press event before the Switch 1 launch, before it came out. I went to one of those for Switch 1, and that game was there, and it was fun while we were there. And then when I got the game, I didn't have as much fun with it, like going back to it. The other thing to keep in mind with that was it was $60. Yep, 60. It was a full price big one. And the majority of the game, you don't even actually look at the game, you look at like a person across from you. It is a party game experience, but the one thing I will say that did right was everything about it was kind of shit except for the one game with the ice cubes or whatever, the balls inside the Joy-Con. That was like actually like, believe it or not, good. Oh, I need my wrist straps. I was over here yapping, not even reading the screen. Let's put those on real quick. But hope you're all doing well. These rails, by the way, are much easier to put on. Might I also add that? I don't remember what I have and haven't said since the first time I streamed this, but it's been like... So I streamed that on launch day, which was 6/5 for context. It is now 6/17. And I'm not good at maths, but it's been a bit since I last played this. Alright, I've got the straps on. We're wearing our strap on. We're gonna do something. I don't know. What do you do with the strap on? I don't know. The one fell off. Hang on. Actually gotta readjust. Alright, strap on. Strapped. We're ready for pegging. What do you mean rubber ball? Beads or rubber ball? Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's weird. I know you, the viewer, have no idea what's happening. But allow me to demonstrate. Gently roll the beads. Fuck yeah. This, my friends, this is gaming. For this alone, you must buy Switch Welcome Tour. How did I change the appearance? Oh, yeah. I am gaming! Ah! Great. Wow. finally. You shook those maracas like there's no tomorrow. Seriously, you should seek help. Hopefully that gave you a good taste of the HD Rumble 2 feature. You have at least 7 medals? Excellent. Find the strongest Rumble 2 along 2 axes is now available. For part 1, you had to move the mouse from side to side. Part 2, you'll be expected to move both horizontally and vertically. The Rumble-based ones are not great for the stream because you have no idea like how accurate I am or what any of this is like. This requires mouse controls. Okay. I have not played at my desk very much, so I sometimes forget that this has mouse controls. I try to show people to like remind myself that there's mouse controls in this. Okay. Along this. Ugh! I was like over there. Missed by 43. I wasn't even close? Oh, you bitch. Megan, what did you say you got? You said you got like an insano score? Like God Gamer shit? After I streamed this, I think I went to work or something and then like Megan played it. She got it within 9. Insano shit. On the single axes. Can I draw an Among Us? Yeah, I mean, kinda. I'd have to be, like, really fast about it. I'm not that god of a gamer. I'm feeling some vibration. Getting further. It's getting closer. I mean, it's accurate. It does get more powerful. But it's hard to tell exactly when it's at, like, full strength. Because, I mean, it's not like it's blasting your hand off at full strength. To be totally honest, full strength just feels like any ordinary Rumble. The nuance of HD Rumble is that it can do, like, lighter Rumble and then, like, fade. I'm hunting. It's around here somewhere. I can't even get within fucking 50 of it. I don't know if I'm just bad. HD Rumble 2 is not as good as they say it is, or if this minigame is just hard. Maybe a mixture. My phone just vibrated, and that scared me because I thought it was part of the immersive experience. I didn't mean to hit the button. That is Satan numbers! Oh! Terrified. My phone vibrates during the vibration minigame, which is like in my pocket. So like I'm like, why is my pants part of the immersion now? And then I see Satan numbers. It's over there. It felt stronger here. Missed by 6. Great. You've got to be shitting me. I was there. I was there. And then I got farther away. I need to trust my initial instincts. Around here somewhere. This is stupid. This is stupid. I hate video games. I saw that after like 3 weeks, Nintendo finally updated the Nintendo Music app to add my favorite soundtrack, Mario Kart World. Oh, wait, what? Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics? Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Oh. That's not Mario Kart. It's... Yeah, that's not Mario Kart music. Yeah, sure isn't. Sure isn't. Well, oh well. Hell yeah. I love gaming. I want one of the medals here. I will not give up on this until I get one medal. Like, I did fine on the other one, but then this one is like, no. Too much precision needed. You'll notice it's like strong enough that when I move my hand, like it makes my hand do like bigger movements. Like this thing's like full analog movement, but it kind of like jumps around, and that's because the vibration itself is kind of moving my hand. You've got to be kidding me! Off by 2! Ah. I mean, rumble control or like vibration in a mouse is definitely a different experience. Somehow, despite PC gamers being like the elite gamer race, no one has ever really attempted to do this before, or if they have, it never really caught on. I doubt that this will mean that like Steam games are going to start having like rumble support, but this one's hard. I can't find it. I'm getting some light vibrations over here. Yo! I got one medal. That's it. That's all I needed. I'm good now. Get me the fuck out of here. And there's gonna be a hidden one. There's a third one? What do you mean there's a third one? I've heard that this one gets pretty intense. Now, let's do this again. Just to remind myself. I remember Megan told me she was playing this for a very long time. I hear there's one of these where you have to do both of the mice controls at the same time. And that sounds like it would split my brain in half. John Cartwright was talking about it. GVG. He said he got, like, his wife to use, like, the other one, and that made it more fun. But, like, otherwise it, like, split his brain in half. Where's my stars? That might be fun, though. I don't think I'm going to be 100%ing this, by the way. Or, like, getting, like, all the medals and all that shit. I mostly just want to play it around a little bit. I mean, I'll try, certainly, but... you'd be surprised at how tough this is. Oh my god. It is accurate, though. I had my friend Tony over last weekend, and he said that he was kind of nervous about, like, the Joy-Con, like, scratching either the table or the table scratching the Joy-Con. Granted, I totally had forgotten that I had these, like, wrist strap things that I could have used. And the wrist strap has, like, these, like, almost like pads on them, similar to that of a mouse, that make it so, like, it can glide along a surface without really worrying about scratching. So I would say for me, that's not really a concern. This game is difficult when your eyes begin to gloss over. Good. Yes, I am gamer. One more. Whether I get it or not, this is it. I want to see the new mini games now. I'm ready. I'm ready. I just needed some warm up. The quiz stuff in here, while neat that it, like, can teach you about, like, how some of the tech works, is not as much of what I'm interested in fully. I will say, like, I do find it a little interesting how, like, the mouse tech works, but, like, truthfully, I am no programmer, so this information doesn't do a lot for me. The down button. For when you are down bad. Left. For when you are left bad. Right. For when you are right bad. And up. When you text a new Secret Service agent saying, "You up?" I'm not taking that quiz. Do you get all the stamps in Area A? Oh, you need all the stamps in order to move on. Okay, so you have to locate all the buttons. Is there a run button? Yeah. The minus button. Is there one for this analog stick? There sure is. And then I'm missing one. Magnetic connector. This mechanism attaches the Joy-Con 2 controllers to the console. Sync button. SR button. Do you get stamps from doing the quizzes? Do you have to do them? You can learn about attaching and detaching the Joy-Con 2. Sure. I guess. I won't be reading all of the dialogue. But I'll read this stuff. To detach Joy-Con 2 controllers from the Nintendo Switch 2 console, simply press the release buttons, and they'll come off in an instant. You'll be able to detach them even if the console's in the dock. What's more, you can detach each one with a single hand. To attach the Joy-Con 2 controllers, simply bring them near the console. They're both easy to detach and attach. I have like 2 weeks of experience with this console now. I would hope I know how to take the Joy-Con off. Do you know how the Joy-Con 2 controllers attach to the console? They use magnets. Unlike Nintendo Switch, there is no locking mechanism to prevent the controllers from being detached. The only thing keeping them connected is the force of the magnets. Aren't the magnets in the SR buttons? And SL? Here's a fun fact about the Joy-Con 2 controllers. Each controller can be attached to the opposite side of the console. Really? They can even be attached backwards. However, this orientation is not recommended. The Joy-Con 2 controllers won't charge when attached this way. Huh. No, but does the Switch... You know, I've never tested this. Does the Switch 2 do the iPhone thing? Where, like, if I attach it, like, quote-unquote, on the other side, like upside down, not backwards, but upside down, will the screen orient, or will it just be upside down then? Joy-Con 2 controllers attached to the Nintendo Switch console magnetically. But just where are the magnets? Well, they're on the main body of the console. The Joy-Con 2 controllers don't have any magnets that attach to the console. The SL and SR buttons are made of steel. Oh, that's what it is. Really? Those are steel? They feel like plastic. Magnets on the console attract the SLR buttons. Okay. Time to fail this quiz. Telekinesis. Which of the following is used to attach the Joy-Con 2 controllers to the console? Love! In which way can the Joy-Con 2 controllers be attached to the Nintendo Switch controller console? All of the above. Notice how there was no option for just normal. You cannot put them on normally. But it is not possible. Where are the magnets? Well, the magnets are just in the console. There are no magnets, you fucking nitwit. It's connected through love. I told you. Wait, is that not considered a stamp? Oh, I didn't need to do that. I'm missing 2 stamps. Talk to me about that screw down there. Talk to me about your like tri-wing screwdrivers that you guys use. How you would hate it if anyone took apart the console, like fix it or something. Like how you would see them as a criminal. Area H. Yo, what the fuck is up, Litarissa? What the fuck is up, my dude? I have no idea where the stamp I missed. Oh. There it is. Mouse foot. Yeah, feet. Yeah. It's just like my cat Nia. She's a little foot freak. Look at your phone. Okay, looking at my phone right now. Oh, that's nice, Michaela. Your friend made that, you said? Like by hand, or like she like had like commissioned it done? You got all the stamps in area A. Oh, I'm still missing one. You son of a bitch. What am I missing? Probably the other magnet thing. Photoshopped the picture. Oh, okay. That's neat. Yeah, other feet. Yeah. It's time. New mini games. So Nintendo's gone ahead and made, like, the real Nintendo Park now at, like, Universal. So when are they gonna make Nintendo Land from Wii U into a real park that just, like, floats in, like, the sky? And then, like, they can also have this place as well. Did you get all the stamps in Area A? Yeah, I did. Yep, you got every last one. Good job. Thanks. Whoa. Oh, I don't have the, I saw the little thing down there. What was this thing, like ice? Oh. Okay. In this minigame, you'll need to spot the difference between pairs of videos. The image shown on screen when you play the game changes rapidly. We call the rate at which it changes the frame rate, which is measured in frames per second. The higher frame rate, the smoother the game will look. Nintendo Switch 2 can reach up to 120 FPS. Can you tell the smoothness of 120 FPS apart from the other frame rates? Excuse me. What? The fuck was that? I think my capture card was like, oh shit, the game's now 120 FPS. Oh, fuck. I don't even know if my capture card can support 120 FPS. Guess the rate that the picture changes at. Well, it's definitely 120. I have a 120 hertz monitor. Alright, that's a lower frame rate. 30. How obvious is that frame rate? Can you guys tell, looking at the stream, the differences of the frame rates right now? Like, the bottom one does look smoother to me. I can tell the difference on my screen. Is my capture card properly, like, recording this? It looks right on OBS, at least. I think OBS is only outputting at 60 frames, though. I can't really change that, unfortunately. See, now this is where it's tough. Because you can't see the difference of that. 60 FPS and 120. 60. Oh, fuck. I kinda can't tell the difference here. Not gonna lie. Is it gonna be the same every time? Surely no, right? Oh, that was like fucking N64 frame rate. Alright, that was insanely smooth. This would be easier to spot in handheld mode because the, actually, would it? Actually might be harder to spot in handheld mode because of the VRR. We played it? It's 120. Fucking Ocarina of Time frame rate. Breath of the Wild Korok Forest frame rate. I think that was 30. Yeah, that's 30. That's a lower frame rate. 40 FPS. I wonder, does OBS even have the ability to support up to 120 FPS? What about my capture card? Does my capture card even support that? Properties. Oh, it does, actually. Alright, I have it. I have the capture card now set to 120 FPS, but OBS itself is still capped at 60. If I ever play this again, I'll have to check this out, and I'll show you what it looks like in 120 FPS. But again, it also just depends on you, the viewer, at that point. What's the refresh rate of the screen that you're looking at? Because, like, 3 of my monitors are just 60 hertz, and then, like, this top one that I am playing the game on is 120. That was very smooth. Watermelon bomb. Okay. A lot of these mini games are going to be kind of hard for you, the viewer, to tell because of, like, limitations with OBS and my capture software and the capture card itself. And then also, like, if you're just viewing this from a phone, I don't imagine that a lot of phone screens are 120 hertz, but I don't actually know that. What is, like, the common hertz value of phone screens? Part 2 is available after 29 medals. I already got 2 medals. Go you. We can consider this demo open for business. Try out the HDR experience. HDR, which stands for High Dynamic Range, is a way of producing heaps of color and light. Explosions, nightscapes, all that good stuff will look nice and shiny on the screen. This particular HDR demo lets you experience fireworks, so it should feel like they really pop. You can see just how much the fireworks change by toggling HDR on or off. Oh yeah, I've been instructed to tell you that visitors, the brightness will depend on your TV's HDR capabilities. I'm playing this on a monitor. Give me a second. I need to go into my system settings real quick and take a look at something here. Where is the display option? Here it is. HDR output for all software. Yes. Is enabled. 120 hertz output. This connected TV doesn't support HDR, or HDR support is turned off. Alright. Well, I can't really do this one. If I had my TV in the living room, I could do this one. But we can't really do that. No, I'm not going to be using game chat. I keep hitting the game chat button when trying to open up the menu. Oh. Okay, so yeah, it straight up won't let you do it if it detects. I mean, I could do it in handheld mode, but then you can't really watch. Like, I guess I could point the camera at the screen, but I don't really feel like doing that. Again, this isn't going to be a fully comprehensive look into this software. You can try the Super Mario Bros. Demo here. Oh, I've never played that game! The 4K image on the Nintendo Switch 2 console right now is made up of lots of different pixels. Images on the old NES or Famicom had far fewer pixels than this. If you try to display each pixel from back then with pixels on a modern 4K image, there's a massive difference. The game screen ends up looking super small. One look at World 1-1 from Super Mario Bros. Tells you all you need to know, really. Also, the screen is 1080p, so can't do that. Again, I have a 4K TV, but it's in my living room right now. The capture card does support up to 4K, though. You can learn about Nintendo Switch 2 game cards here. I am interested, but hang on, give me a second. I am gonna grab myself a drink real quick. Because my tummy hurting. And I think I had a drink somewhere. I just left it somewhere. So, give me a second. I went and grabbed another drink because I thought I didn't have my code red, and then I just saw it on the shelf behind me. Why did I put it there? God damn it. What's wrong with me? Now I'm like... Now I'm gonna be like steroided up. I've drank like 2 different kinds of Mountain Dew. Collecting them like the 7 goddamn Dragon Balls. The goddamn I inserted there was essential, by the way. Introducing Game Card Insights. I don't have any physical games for Switch 2 yet. Just digital. Reading data in a new way. If you take a peek inside a Nintendo Switch 2 game card, then we will ban you because you're not allowed to do that. You'll see it's quite different from a Nintendo Switch game card. Its data can be read in a different way. Assuming a buffer size of 4 MB, the read speed is about 5 times faster than that of a Nintendo Switch game card. However, some games may be doing more than just faster than that of a Nintendo Switch game card. However, some games may be doing more than just background and just loading. It's not guaranteed to load around 5 times faster. Also, Nintendo Switch game cards have a higher total capacity than Nintendo Switch game cards, so the contents of these games are really quite different. The Mountain Dew's kicking in. I am able to speak at the speeds of Nintendo Switch 2 game card. There are 2 different colors of game card. Nintendo Switch game cards are black, while Switch 2 game cards are red. Other than the colors, they look practically the same. But there is actually one more difference. Nintendo Switch 2 game card has a distinct shape. Oh my god, it's so noticeable. When a game card is inserted into the game card slot, the Nintendo Switch 2 console checks to see if the game card has this shape. This is how it tells the difference between Nintendo Switch 2 game cards and Nintendo Switch game cards. Changes the way it reads the data based on this. Okay. Nintendo Switch 2 console has a game card slot. No fucking way. It doesn't just take red Nintendo Switch 2 game cards, it can also insert black ones. So what does this mean? In addition to being able to play games that are exclusive to Switch 2, you can play Switch games as well. Yes, we know. It's called backwards compatibility. This is so helpful. Thank you, Nintendo. Since you were so kind and read all that for me, I got a little something lined up for you. That's right, it's a quiz! I know you love taking quizzes! Yes! Are you gonna take the Game Card Insights quiz? I love it! Good. Fantastic, even. What do Nintendo Switch game cards that have more of the Nintendo Switch game cards? Labels. Actually, it has less label. Yeah, capacity. Makes them harder to lose. Actually, that little groove on the Switch card is perfect for if you leave your copy of Yoshi's Island DS in your pocket when you're going to Fazoli's, and then you also had a chocolate bar in your pocket, and then they fuse into one melding of game cartridge and chocolate. Definitely not speaking from experience. Which kinds of game cards can be inserted? They should have, as a joke, said, like, PlayStation 4. For the fourth option there. Megan is dying in the other room. Please stop coughing. You're not allowed to die. I hear you. And I love you. So stop coughing. You got all those questions right. You're a genius. I finally found someone who cares as much about game cards as I do? No. You did not. You can learn about the microphone. Sure. Oh, 5 of them. This is a big question. The Nintendo Switch 2 console has a built-in microphone designed to improve game chat. Aside from the microphone, the console also contains a chip which makes people's voices easier to hear. This is handy for when you want to chat as you play. A dedicated... Wait, what does the chip do? Makes their voices easier to hear. So it's an audio ducking chip? Noise reduction. Oh, that. The console's chip is designed to make voices easier for you to hear. One way it does so is by reducing the noise around you. This is called noise reduction. It's also called audio ducking. The Switch 2 console uses a form of noise reduction that's been customized for playing games. This noise-reduced function doesn't just focus on spoken words, it's also designed to preserve mood and emotions. Like the sound of clapping. If you just wanted to convey words, this would be treated as noise and reduced. So we balanced this so that the clapping doesn't go away, letting you immerse the vibrant, positive atmosphere. The form of noise reduction designed for playing games. That sounds like some nice tech. Because, yeah, I mean, when I do, like, audio filtering from my microphone, like, I do an EQ-based, noise reduction, and that I can kind of do like something similar, but it's not like fine-tuned necessarily. And obviously it doesn't use like a dedicated hardware chip. So noisy console sounds. The console's chip is designed to make voices easier for you to hear. One way it does so is by reducing unwanted background noise, such as the sound of a vacuum cleaner. But that's not all. The Nintendo Switch 2 microphone also picks up sounds from the console itself. For example, it picks up the sound from the Nintendo Switch 2 console's air vent. The air vent is positioned right next to the microphone, so it ends up being much louder than a person's voice. With the chip, the loud noise is completely erased. I wouldn't say completely based on this sample here, but it's reduced by like 30 decibels, so more or less. Also, it even removes the snapping noise that you hear when you attach the Joy-Con 2 controllers to the main body. Interesting. Been designed to reduce as much external noise as possible so that others can hear you. Erasing game sounds. The console's chip is designed to make voices easier for you to hear. One way it does so is by removing the game sounds that the microphone picks up from the TV or from the console's speakers. Note, this video is purely for reference. You're telling me this wasn't a hint at the next Smash Brothers? If it didn't do this, it would be so hard to hear what's being said in game chat as people talk back and forth. Yes, it's called mic feedback. It can get noisy with all the overlapping sounds. Noise that gets reamped like this is called feedback. Thank you. The chip does its best to remove these game sounds and prevent feedback. Although realistically, there can be all sorts of sounds coming out of a TV. These sounds can vary depending on the TV and specific setup in your home, so removing them can be difficult. For that reason, game sounds are also sent to the chip. The chip selectively removes these sounds based on the sound quality and acoustics. That is some smart tech. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, some people will be like, this game is a fucking snooze fest, and like, I get it if you feel that way, but like, as someone who's like mildly interested in like how tech works, I find that a little interesting. Like, it essentially is like double checking the audio. It uses the microphone and it just directly sends it to the chip as well. Console chip is designed... Okay, you don't have to start everyone with that. If some people are quieter than others in game chat, it might make them difficult to pick out. The chip automatically makes it so that each voice can be heard at roughly the same volume. Of course, some people are naturally going to be sound louder than others. What? But even more importantly, voice volume differs depending on the mode. In handheld mode, the console will be close to you, delivering sound straight into the microphone. In TV mode, however, the dock can be relatively far away, which means the mic may have trouble picking up sound. Whether someone's up close in handheld mode or sitting on the sofa far from the TV in TV mode, you'll be able to hear people's voices at about the same volume. On top of that, even if there are several people in front of the TV all talking loudly, the chip takes account of their individual voices and balances out their volume. And to further this rhetoric, I have, for those who haven't seen it, in my part 1 of Mario Kart World VODs streams, I did use game chat. I'm going to continue to probably use Discord as my main thing. Not because game chat was like broken, but just because that's what we all tend to use. But I can confirm Ellie was in handheld mode and I think Fish was on a console or like docked, and they both sounded about the same amount of loud. And I don't exactly know how far away Fish's dock was from him, but I can confirm, yeah, they were about the same amount of loud to each other. And Ellie is a much quieter person, which I guess that works, that she was in handheld mode, but still. Hey, guess what time it is? It's quiz time! I don't like that it says Volume 1. That implies there's a sequel to quiz. Which component is designed for game chat to be built on a Nintendo Switch console? Tiny conversation partner. Microphone. It removes noise to make voices easier for you to hear, but one type of sound is not provided to provide a more enjoyable experience. Which one? Clapping. Chips. That's designed to make voices... why does it say that every fucking time? It removes a buzzing noise from the Nintendo Switch console. Where is this noise coming from? Angry bees. What's the name of that bee in Mario Kart again? I love that bee. Okay, I don't like listening to the feedback, please. The chip for the Nintendo Switch 2 console is designed to make voices easier for you to hear to balance which aspect of people talking. Sting Bee! Yeah, Sting Bee Master Race. We love Sting Bee in this house. The size of their mouth. Wow. I'm surprised I'm passing these tests. Oh, I really don't like the way that looks. Is this a handheld mode minigame? So you can use your medals to unlock minigames. You bagged 7 medals already. That means it's time for the grand opening. You can touch up to 10 points simultaneously with your fingers. So we made this minigame where you have to touch 10 different places using touch points, touch controls. Oh, great. Well, I'll have to set this up now. Great. You guys are gonna love this shit. Get ready for the face reveal. Some of you have never seen what I look like. And by some of you, I mean none of you. Hello. There are cables everywhere. But this is me. Hello. I'm going to show you. This, by the way, is the quality of the Switch 2 camera. Hello. I'm going to... Whoa, look at this. Isn't that crazy? Whoa. The brightness is a little crazy. That's alright. So, I have cables everywhere. So many cables. But we're going to take the Switch 2 out of its dock, and we're going to do this minigame. Well, one thing I do like about the Switch 2 is this kickstand is actually really nice. Like, you can prop it up from a very nice variety of angles, and it is very sturdy. You've got to put your fingers on the indicated colors one after another. I know you can't read the text, so I'll read it all. And once you place a finger, you're not allowed to move it or take it off of the touchscreen. It's got kind of a strategy game, I guess. Gotta think about which finger you gotta use next. Yeah, you love that bit rate? Also, you love how this monitor glitches out like that? Are you seeing that? The red that happens over here? It's because I have a loose cable. Oh, now the monitor turned off. That happens all the time. And I just deal with it. I've dealt with that for like years. And just what I need to do is I need to just get another cable, which costs like $20. But I refuse to spend that money. Also, I forgot to unpause the recording. So whoops. VOD watchers missed an essential one line of dialogue. It's too difficult for you. You might want to bring in a second player to give you a little help. I don't think Megan wants her fingers on stream, so I'm gonna have to figure this out on my own. Alright, touch screen. Touch 10, 4 colors. This exhibit requires the touchscreen control. Please lay the console flat. How about I don't? No. Is it really... oh, wow, it actually knows if it's, like, flat or not. Okay. Alright, well then, we'll just do one of these. But wait, no, I need both of my hands. I need 10 fingers. Hang on, wait. I'm actually, unironically, I'm gonna use this. This is a stand for the 3DS. I'm gonna use that to angle the camera down. Alright, it doesn't actually quite work the way I was hoping it would. Wait, I might have a solution. I might have a solution here. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, this is gaming! Alright. Alright. With your ugly nails, my nails are also kind of ugly. They're untrimmed right now. Please don't judge me. Instead, please judge this. This is my popcorn seasoning. Cheesy jalapeno popcorn seasoning. I tried it like twice, and it's kind of gross. And I'm normally a jalapeno enjoyer, but here the fuck I am. So. 9 more to go. 8 more to go. 7 more to go. 6 more to go. If you lift your fingers, they kill you. I'm trying. I'm trying my best to have this be visible. With the Switch 2 camera, it's not as easy. If I had my regular webcam, this would be a little easier, because that's more adjustable. Alright. Yeah, I had popcorn like a week ago because I was hungry and it was like 4 a.m. and you, or not 4 a.m. Wait, what time was it? I don't know, but you weren't home, Megan. That's all that matters, is I was hungry. Or, no, it was 4 a.m. You were asleep. And I didn't want to be loud. This is making me mildly uncomfortable. Now give me a yellow one. What? I didn't know that. No jalapeno cheese? Yeah, you like hand cam? Yeah? You like my mildly untrimmed fingernails? I'm very self-conscious about them right now. I mowed the lawn today, okay? That has nothing to do with the previous statement, but I'd just like to remind you all about this. I've used the wrong finger for this. Did you like that? I did an old switcheroo. Touch yellow. Get dizzy. Great. I love hand cramps. What? Oh. 9 touches. 6-9. That's funny. No, I can do all 10. I got this. I was a god gamer built for this shit, okay? Alright. Green. What is the name of this game when it's like using your body? Twister? If they call for red, I'm doomed. Okay, now they're calling for red. Touch yellow. I can't even see the screen, really. What do they want? Green? I had to use the cam to get that. Look at my weird hand shapes. 10 touches. I don't like that. Cool. Can we go back to having the Switch in the dock now? Oh, there's multiple versions of this minigame. Great. I love that for me. That was perfect. I bowed down to you, your dexterousness. Getting all 10 points. You're playing on another level here. Need 16 medals. I don't quite have that yet. Okay. Back into the dock it goes. Look, you can see my stream deck. Isn't it funny? Check this out. I can make the stream deck. I can go over here. I can hit this button that shows Wario's ass, and then it does a sound. It's funny. Or this one. Or this one. Or this one?
Die.
I like these buttons. They're good. They're good. I enjoy this.
No.
Great. Actually have to come back here, deactivate that, then load up VTube Studio, then come back over here. So you guys just got to be very, very close to my hands. That makes me very comfortable. I'm a big fan of that. Now it's back to reverting to my anime real form. This is my true form. Please do not judge me. Hey, check it out. Part 2 is available. No. I don't have 16 medals. 2. That number is too high for me. You can learn about the console's speakers here. You'll discover how they make sound, their inner workings, and more. You want to know about the insights? Cool, then I'm gonna hit you with the console speaker insights, okay? Okay! The Nintendo Switch 2 speakers, speaker parts haven't actually changed. They're the same speakers parts that were used in the Nintendo Switch OLED model. Well, guess what, motherfucker? I never bought an OLED. Because I kind of don't care about OLED screens. I mean, Ellie has one, and Fish has one too, and they are nice, but like... If I'm being totally honest, I know this is an LCD screen on Switch 2, but like... I cannot tell you what the difference between OLED and this LCD screen. This screen is much nicer than the original Switch screen, so I am not the guy to go to if you have a hard-on for OLED technology. I cannot tell you whether or not it's worth waiting for an OLED model of Switch 2, should that ever come. I don't know if they really need one though, because I mean the pixels look, the blacks. That's what I'm always told, is that like black pixels are like kind of poorly done on LCD screens. And like an OLED screen, like for a true black pixel, it would like turn the screen off at that pixel. I mean, it looks pretty good here on this screen, in my opinion, but they mention they function a little better on the Nintendo Switch 2 console. They produce better sound. This is because the speakers are placed in a box. We made sure that all sides of the box were tightly sealed except for the front. If there's a gap where the sound can leak out, it may cancel out the sound from the front, or it may come out muffled. Sound may be distorted and not come out as intended. Even though the console uses the same speaker parts as before, the tightly sealed gaps around them make sounds come out more accurately. Big fan of that in reference to strangers being up close and personal to your hands is wild. Oh, well, here's the thing. When I said big fan of that, I was lying. I actually rather despise it. I'm super self-conscious about my fingernails, especially right now. So, I don't like that. If you look at the box containing Nintendo Switch 2 speaker parts, you'll see there are spongy cushions attached to the top and bottom. They firmly sandwich the box. Because of this, other parts won't shake around along with the box. If the other parts were to end up shaking, the sound would get muddied and wouldn't come out as intended. Playing data-accurate sounds. The speakers are parts that turn sound data into sound. But when that sound enters your ears, for various reasons, it doesn't sound exactly like the original data. On the Nintendo Switch 2 console, in order to make sound close to the original data, we edit the sound that's played through the speakers. We record and analyze the sound of the speakers, and calculated how to edit the sound in advance. Look at that EQ graph. I know what I'm seeing here. And we're doing a little bit of some heavy high pass filtering and low pass filtering as well, but then like bringing it back up at the end. I'm not sure what's going on there. Nintendo Switch 2 has a faster computer. As such, it's able to process sounds in high quality. By the way, the Nintendo Switch 2 speakers are designed to fit as tightly as possible inside the console. Because of this, they actually slope diagonally downward a little. But by editing the sound, we managed to make it sound as if the speakers are facing forward. Sweet. You read all the insights. See, now that level of audio engineering is like what I aspire to learn one day. I'm not there yet. I'm nowhere near that level. But that would be cool if I could learn how to do shit like that. Hope you won't mind if I serve you up a little quiz. How about it? You want to take on the console speaker insights quiz? What about the box that houses the speakers inside that helps it produce sound as accurately as possible? It's filled with water. The box that houses speakers in the Nintendo Switch 2 is sandwiched by which objects? Cushions. Which direction do the inside of the speaker's consoles point? I mean, technically diagonally, right? But they adjusted it to make it sound like it's coming from the front. See, I pay attention. Maybe. Are you enjoying the insights quizzes? Looks like you've taken quite a few. If you'd like, I can share another insight with you. No. How about... what stamps am I missing? Oh, there's quite a few here, and I found one of them? What is there to report on? You don't even have... No, there's the microphone. Yeah. Audio jack. This connector can be used to charge the console's battery, connect a camera, and more. I heard that one of the USB things has like a lower speed than the other one. I think the top one has a lower speed than the bottom one. What is this hole? You're not gonna tell me about this hole right here? Is that just part of the vents? Brightness sensor? Oh, that's a screw. Yeah, we're not gonna act like screws don't exist. Alright. Please don't question. What is that guy doing down there? Excuse me, sir. Who are you? I never thought we'd get to look around somewhere like this. I'm going to check every inch of this place. I think you're the only one, bud. There's not a stamp down here? Really? There's just no reason to be down here? You're not gonna tell me about this flimsy, dangly magnet piece? But why is the screen ice? I don't have 29 yet. Speaker? Oh, there it is. What is this quiz about? The console screen. How clear and smooth the display is, as well as concepts like HDR, VRR, 120Hz, and more. All right. Nintendo Switch 2 screen can produce some very bright light. Could also say this screen is HDR compatible. High dynamic range. The Nintendo Switch console has approximately 16.77 million different types of light and color. Oh. Meanwhile, the Nintendo Switch 2 console can use hundreds of millions of different types of light and color. In games that support HDR, it's now possible to display bright, intense light. The screen you're looking at right now is a simple image that doesn't use HDR. If we were to enable HDR, it would look like this. Note that the image is just for reference. In the non-HDR image, there's very little difference in brightness between most vivid parts of the explosion and the area around it. Meanwhile, in the HDR image, the brighter areas can shine very brightly, while darker parts remain unchanged. But don't worry. We took care not to make it too bright. Except not really. Because when you go into the HDR settings, if you do it exactly as it says, like press A when the left sun is like completely invisible, then at that level of brightness, Tears of the Kingdom just is like fucking like you just gouge your eyes out when you look at clouds. Crisp and detailed screen. If you could zoom in really close to the Nintendo 2 Switch console screen, and see that it's made up of lots of little dots. These dots are called pixels, and there are 1920 horizontally and 1080 vertically to be precise. Wow, 1080p. 2.25 times the resolution of the Switch 1 console. In fact, it's the highest resolution ever on a Nintendo console. Wii U mentioned! Wii U mentioned! Finally! Some acknowledgement from my boy! Where the Switch 2 sold a quarter of its entire lifetime sales in 1 week. As for the size of the pixels, they're smallest on any Nintendo console to date. Having the most pixels and the smallest pixels provides a crisper, more detailed screen. Thanks. It seems like very basic stuff. Nintendo Switch 2 console screen can change images at high speeds, up to 120 frames. Faster the picture changes, the smoother the movement will appear. The Nintendo Switch console screen changes images up to 60 times per second, so a rate of 120 per second will mean that the movement will look twice as smooth. The image shown is just an example, but for games that support 120 Hz, mouse movements will also appear smoother. Using the right stick to look around will feel smoother, and scrolling the screen will look smoother. But that's not the only benefit for playing games that support 120 Hz. The world appears to you 1/120th of a second faster, which would give you an advantage during very intense gameplay. Would it? I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Gabriel Surge, have the ability to use that extra 1/120th of a second. There's another thing about the Nintendo Switch 2's console screen. It can make games feel less choppy. I would also say the screen is VRR compatible. When you're playing a game and a lot of characters appear on the screen... Wow, it's Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. The frame rate can become choppy. Here's what's happening. It takes a little longer than normal to draw each picture. Because of this, the pictures aren't ready in time for when they're meant to be updated on screen. So if the image has been changing 60 times every second, even a slight delay would skew the timing. Suddenly, the pictures would update at half the rate, only 30 frames per second. You can see why a game might feel choppy. So in games that support VRR, the update rate can be changed on the fly to match the image completion rate. If it makes a little longer to draw the image, then the image rate can be changed to 55 frames per second. This is better than suddenly dropping to half the rate, so it's less likely to feel choppy. This all means that some players find VRR-compatible games comfortable to play. The Nintendo Switch 2 console screen does more than just display images. It's also a touch screen that you can use with your fingers. It's designed to recognize where you touch the screen. Don't do that. Don't do that to your Switch screen, please. When you are touching with 2 fingers, it can tell if your fingers are close together or farther apart. This all might be familiar already, but there's a little more to this. Oh, don't do that either. The Nintendo Switch 2 console screen can tell the position of up to 10 fingers at the same time. What if I introduced the 11th finger? Then what happens? Does it genuinely, like, stop processing at only 10? I feel like the point of, like, a capacitive touchscreen like that is it can just do infinite multiple sources. What better way to commemorate your learning than with a quiz? I love tests. I'm very good at them. Watch this. Pixels. I love that movie. It's by my favorite ever comedian man, Adam Sandler, creator of Best Movie. Click. What can the Nintendo Switch 2 console screen by enabling HDR? 3-dimensional image. God, I wish that were me. Wait, HDR? Bright light. What is the maximum number of times a Nintendo Switch 2 screen can change one picture to another? VRR, come on! If you have a third hand, Nintendo hates you. Just keep that in mind, okay? When you try to call Nintendo your friend, just remember, they hate you because you have 3 hands. You should be ashamed. How dare you? Suck up to this megacorp. Air intake. Yo, my Switch 2 is breathing. Wish it would give me some information on these. Instead of just being stamps. Remember in Xenoblade? With the Bionis' third lung in between Tutorial Marsh and Magna Forest? That's what the air intakes do on Switch 2. It uses its third lung. Is it $1? Someone dropped $1 down there. Wait, there is a stamp for this. I think I missed the one on the other side. Oh, it's a book. Don't you love graphics? Doesn't this game make you feel like you're playing Nintendo Switch 2? Oh, he fell. Dumbass. Yeah, yo. Here, take this. What do I get for that? I forget. Nothing? You just a little sense of accomplishment? Great. Well, I want to play like one more minigame before I switch to Xenoblade. But I'm also kind of running out of time. The stamp collecting is like kind of not my favorite. Like, I get it. Again, this would have been like a great pack-in. I mean, well, I don't know about great. Astro's Playroom is a great pack-in. Wii Sports is a great pack-in. Nintendo Land on Wii U was pretty good for a pack-in. If you got the version that had it as a pack-in. But other than that, this is not a great pack-in. Or this would have been okay as a pack-in, but the problem is it's not a pack-in. That's the problem. I'm missing one stamp. I'm assuming it's the screen itself. But I don't know where that is. Where's the stamp for that? Megan, did you play this far? Do you know where the screen is at? Or for the last stamp? It's in the middle of it. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Where are we going to the other Joy-Con now? Next time I play this, I think I'm gonna try to bring my TV from the living room in here. And we'll check out some of the 4K stuff. And then I'll also try to see if I can't get the stream to output at 120 frames. Weirdly enough, though, this is the only first-party game that is actually currently supporting 120 frames. Metroid Prime 4 will do it. I think... Oh, okay, fast travel, cool. I think, Donkey Kong's gonna be 60 FPS. And Mario Kart is 60 FPS. I don't think any of the Switch 1 games run at 120 FPS. A few of them got updated to 2K resolution, though, which is neat. Like Mario Odyssey. Starting with the Y button, because I must always ask questions. I was looking at comforters on Amazon yesterday, like for beds, and I saw that there was a comforter that was like a gamer comforter, and it had a like a fake Xbox controller on it. But what pissed me off were the buttons was A on the bottom, B was where this button is, and then it said C and it said D. What else are comforters for? I don't know, just clarifying what the hell I'm talking about. What? Don't laugh at me. Is this another... Oh, this is a kickstand minigame? How about we do this one? Speed maze. You got the hang of mouse controls yet? Yeah, they let you zip all over the place. Pretty slick. Try not to hit the electrified walls. Move quickly but carefully and get it in the hole. The hole is the goal! Reaching the goal is pretty tough, and getting the clear medal is even tougher. A very wise sage once taught me about the hole. This exhibit requires mouse controls. Great. Hurry to the goal without touching the sides. Oh, this is gonna be like that jump scare minigame. Remember the one where the dude, like, went through the maze? And then he scared his dad? Or something? And the dude, like, pissed himself? Easy. 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 This is so easy. This is really easy. Check this out. Real. Let's check this. I'm trying to go for sub 2 seconds. Annie! Yeah, the button racing, Annie! Oh! Missed by 0.09! That is a satisfying electric sound, though. I like it. Yeah. Oh, I'm so good at this. How do you God gamer like this? You're mean! Do you like that sound? The sound of retrying? What's the sound that Mario makes in like Mario Sunshine when he gets electrocuted? He's like, that's how I feel right now. Brr. You guys love your ears, don't you? You love them. I love my ears. I love the first 3 notes of this song. It's great. Said the funny number on the screen. This is so much harder than you think it is. Brr. Yeah. Would a mouse pad help me, I wonder? I kind of doubt it, because the mouse tech here is a little different. But hang on, let me get my mouse pad out. Alright. Oh. Alright. No. No fucking difference. It's like maybe slightly more accurate. But now I'm just used to the way that it like kind of controlled before. Bruh. Some 10-year-old probably already broke his Switch 2 over this. Oh, most definitely. Alright, this... No. 3 more tries. 2 more. 2 more tries. 1 more try. This is it. Here we go. Ah! That, like, moment of hesitation as I go around the bends is, like, ruining me. My life is in shambles. Never will I be able to pass speed maze, long walls. I don't even need all the medals. Why am I doing this to myself? I respect myself. I do. I love when I get to stream video games. I love myself. I will quit this while I am ahead. I don't need all three. I will die. Hey, you get any more clear medals yet? What? You have that many? Well, I still have more than you. I want to kill you. Oh, good. Another one. You'll be moving vertically, and you'll be really need to zig and also zag. Is that legal? Oh, good. Yes! Here we go! Woohoo! You... I don't have enough desk room for this. I really don't. You saw my desk. My desk is full of, like, audio equipment and shit. Alright, you know what? I accept that. I'm not even gonna try again for, like, the super record. That's fine. Know your limits. Dunban taught me well. My eyes couldn't even keep up. You were winding up and down those passages like a yo-yo on a deadline. What the fuck does that mean? There's 4 minigames there, by the way. Guess the angle. You know what a 30-degree angle looks like? The Nintendo Switch 2 console's stand can be freely set within a range of angles. So we made this minigame to test how precisely you measure those angles. First, you set the stand to a stand on an angle to show the screen. Okay, so... this is gonna be another one where I have to take the Switch out of the dock. I'm gonna do that on the next time I play this. That way, I won't be as self-conscious about my fingernails. Because I will be prepared for them next time. They're gonna be, like, trimmed all the way down to, like, where, like, the nail meets the skin. I just will remove my fingernails. That seems healthy. Just go ahead and get these stamps out of the way right now. Already got that one. Cool. Did I get the one over here? Yeah, we're good. Alright, cool. I think that is it. I know there's a few more stamps I haven't gotten over here, but that's all I'm gonna do for now. We'll come back to this another time. You just close this game? Does it autosave? I forgot. think so. Well, if not, then we got a lot of work to do next time. To just redo it all. But that's fine. I'm gonna go take a little bio break. And when we come back, we're gonna play some Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. So thank you for watching Switch 2 Welcome Tour. I will stream this again. I'm going to at least show all the mini-games. Again, I'm not going to 100% this game by any means, but I want to show all the mini-games and all the tech demos. So, yeah, it's kind of fun. I don't think... Listen, if you recently purchased a Switch 2 or received one or whatever, I don't think you need one. A copy of this game, I mean, you also don't need a Switch 2 if you're like watching this being like, oh man, I just really want to play Switch 2. Welcome to her. I'm not even interested in Mario Kart. You really don't need it. You do you though, I guess. But my advice is, just kind of. Here's the real thing. My advice is, if you're like a Nintendo super fan, then yeah, it'll be kind of cool. If you're like a gaming historian nerd and you like knowing like how your tech works, then yeah, it'll be cool. But other than those things, you don't really need this. Just wait for the next WarioWare. That'll be a better showcase of like what this tech can really do. Or like, I don't know, maybe there'll be a bigger minigame. I mean, some of the minigames are fun. I won't deny that it is fun to try to get those high scores, but I mean, I think it should be pretty telling when like day one, Megan and I were very excited to play this, and she played it a bunch on the day we got our Switch. But then, like, correct me if I'm wrong, Megan, but I don't think you've played it since, right? And it's not that you like disliked it. It's just like you've been playing Mario Kart. You've been playing, some Switch 1 games on Switch 2. There are other things that are more worth your time on this console than this. And again, it's not like terrible or anything. It's not. I don't regret paying the $10. If this was $60, I'd be like, oh fuck no, don't buy this piece of shit. This is garbage. If this was 1-2 Switch, absolutely not. It's kind of a miracle that 1-2 Switch had a sequel, but I think no one bought that game. It did so poorly that it didn't even sell, I think, 500K. I think it sold like 400,000 copies, if even. Like, below a certain threshold, Nintendo does not report their sales. That game did not get its sales reported. So, could have been pretty bad. Actually, I kind of want to fact check this before I go. Everybody, 1-2 Switch sales. What? That's bullshit. No, the AI came up with some bullshit. The AI said 3.01 million sales. No fucking chance is that real. Yeah, no. Everybody 1-2 Switch. No, let's see the real thing. Gameplay, development, release, reception. I guess the nice thing about everybody 1-2 Switch is that you use like a smartphone like Jackbox, but what? Allegedly, it sold 3.74 million copies according to Wikipedia. Oh no, that's 1-2 Switch. That's the first 1-2 Switch. Yeah, I am not seeing any data on this. I'm looking around. AI keeps sampling the first game, but it's not actually polling from everybody 1-2 Switch. And I'm not like scouring this Wikipedia for sales, but it doesn't look like the Wikipedia page has sales either. So, okay. You guys have fun with that, I guess. I fucking hate Google AI. Well, why is that the top result that it gives, too? Way to fucking go spreading misinformation. Because you know some people are just going to see the top result and be like, that's the answer. That's the one. That's the truth. And they don't really think about it any further. Of course the AI knows what it's talking about. It's smarter than me. No. There's no way in hell that game sold more than Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I refuse to believe that. Literally no one bought that game. All right, I'm done being salty. I need to go piss. I will be right back, and then we're gonna play some Xenoblade. So I will I'll see you in a bit. We're gonna go sleepy bye, and then Xenoblade time.